Everyone, this is a small video to show you how I've repurposed my penny bridge filofax into the cash envelope system as recommended by Dave Ramsey. So because the filofax is already meant for keeping paper inside it, what I did is I took out a couple of months, except for the current month like March, April up to June, from my diary pages, and removed a lot of the notes pages that I had. And from this section onwards, as you can see, I put a nice divider, and the whole back section of my filofax is my financial section. I feel it's safe here because it's already my purse. It has my card and my IDs and everything on the side of the penny bridge. So I keep a few post-its here. So basically my filofax, half of my filofax, as you can see here, is my financial section. So coming down to the cash envelopes, I have a hack for people because I made my own envelopes. I used a template of the envelope. I didn't exactly use the exact template, but I used the general idea of the template from this downloads, which is One Good Thing by Jilly.com, who very nicely has a printout here. So you can print this out. This is in a letter size paper, and you're supposed to cut along the block lines, and then fold and stick it up as an envelope. The reason I didn't use the exact same template is because I live in India, and the Indian currency is slightly longer and larger than the dollar, so I needed a bigger envelope. But I basically measured it out and expanded the same envelope. It just consists of a rectangle with flaps on the side, so it was not very difficult to expand it. Alternatively, those in India can actually blow up this image slightly larger and then use it as a template if you don't want to design your own. The other thing I did was to use my filofax, use my dashboard paper and cardstock paper for making the envelopes. This is a paper that I got from a packet in Amsterdam. And these are basically Christmas cardstock paper, wrapping paper. The hack that I used was, instead of making them all in white and then labeling them, I found when I went to the shop I had to scramble around for the correct envelope by trying to read all of them. Last month, it's only a month I've been using this, but already I've decided to innovate. So I have different colored paper envelopes. As you can see, they're all of different patterns, and so I exactly know what envelope stands for what category by just looking at the colors. I don't have to read what's written on them. The other thing that I did is I use the categories that I need in my purse, which I need to take outside the house. So this basically has dates and family, stationery, clothes and shopping, my gas or petrol, then lunch and coffee, and healthcare, medicine, and other health related expenses. And then my last category, which is mini groceries, which is basically juice, ice cream, and eat outs and dinners. So once I use that, what I also have at the back is all my financial I have a little template which shows monthly expenses and budgets. So I cut that out from a different diary, and so I can mark them here. It has regular expenses, irregular expenses, and salary. So it kind of gives a budget summary of every month. The other thing that I have here is also another last envelope which says Today Fund. This I use for supposing on a particular day there's a particular fund that I need to pay, maybe the electricity bill. I'm not going to be paying the bill every day of the month, so I don't need to carry that cash all the time, but I need to just take out that special money for one day and make the payment and keep the receipt safe. So this is going to be the bill, pay the bill and finish it up with it, the monthly expense envelope. Or if I'm going out to a birthday party and I'm sponsoring that, it may be a big event and it may have a large amount of cash, so I'll keep that. Sometimes I have to carry office cash and buy stuff for the office, in which case I will use the Today Fund envelope as to separate it from my personal cash. So basically this is like a go-to envelope. I also have the regular money pouch here. So I've decided that every month I would put in 500 rupees of pocket money into this and not account it at all. It's like it'll be accounted as pocket money, and I'm not going to keep track of how and why I spend it. So that's like my unbudgeting amount. I feel right now it gives me a little bit of freedom to do that, and baby steps into the cash envelope system. Now, since I have these categories here, I also use a binder clip to hold them together. It just feels neat and clean for me if I use a binder clip. I don't think my cash will fall out. It won't fall out, but I feel safer doing that. That's just me. So this is my filofax. The envelopes, I made the punches with a single hole punch, just the way you would do with any other insert. And using paper instead of very thick card paper also gave me more space to put in a lot of envelopes. So that's how I repurposed my penny bridge into my filofax. I also added a month on 2 pages from Cocodice, in which I'm going to have my expense account. If I paid a bill or somebody gave me money, this is like my pay in and out kind of thing, so I can mark on what day I did it. It's a month on 2 pages from Cocodice printout from their freebies for one of the months, and I really love the sea theme. So I'm planning to be doing more of these, but right now this is in April. And yeah, so that's about my filofax and how I use my filofax's cash envelope system. The other interesting thing that I did was to buy this container from Rubber Band. It's called the Container Series, and it is basically an accordion folder. I guess it is meant for keeping cards or index cards or basically purposing stuff. So I use this card to keep this as a cash envelope, to keep the expenses that I'm going to do from home, because some of these people come to the house to collect their money. For example, the maintenance, that's in the apartment, they come and collect the money from here. There's laundry and milk, both of whom come home to pick up the money. Then there's cable, who also reports home and then picks up the money. They are not people who will be paid online, or you cannot go to a place and pay them. They come home to collect. And the electricity bill, of course, which is only once a month. There are other bills like the telephone bill, which I can pay online, but electricity has to be paid by cash. So what I did is I kept these at home. So I keep these at home, and when I need them, I will put them in the Today Fund envelope that I showed you earlier. The other thing is I'm also using the last part to keep cash at the back, and also a great deal of other categories of envelopes. This is my taxi and travel fund, which this is basically for the office travel. Then fees and gifts and subscriptions and special expenses, which are irregular expenses, especially for gifts, and if any anniversary or dinners are coming up, or I'm going to give money to charity, that will be put into this fund. And if you can notice, I have already made holes in them so they can easily fit into my penny bridge, the filofax. And here is my main grocery, which I will go to the supermarket to buy groceries once a month. The smaller ones like juice and perishables I may pick up weekly, but the grocery I go, and what I'm going to do is along with my planner, I'm going to put my to buy list inside this with the money allotted for it, so that when I go, I just have to carry this. This is my travel envelope, which basically consists I made dividers in the envelope. I will show another video of how to do this. So there are 3 packets inside this packet. There's basically transport, accommodation, and travel, food related expenses. So when I'm traveling, I will have a particular amount of money. The other interesting thing I did was, instead of sticking paper on it, and if you notice, I didn't print out this nice to amount on it. Instead, what I did is I actually I cut a post-it note into half, so each half neatly fits inside my envelope, and I'm going to just draw 2 columns and use the same in and out and balance every month, and so it comes off easily. And then what I can do is, at the end of the month, pick out all these sheets of paper and do my accounting from one spot, and then clip them and file them away together till I have recorded it in my accounting software on my iPad. So the container series is a very good system, and so I thought that was cute. The other thing that I bought, which I didn't ultimately use, was this plastic folder which has like accordion file. And for people in India, this is available in India. It's basically, it fans out into different things. There were too many categories for one, and this felt very bulky, and I don't want people to see I'm carrying this whole money with me all the time. It also felt too bulky and too many divisions for the home. I like the sleek rubber band container series. By the way, this little patch of red here is not a part of the container. This is something I have added on. Red attracts money according to Feng Shui, so I thought I'll put red on my thing. So if I have other containers to contain receipts, the red is also a kind of indication that this is the cash envelope container. And over here I have so I've used this for storing my planner stickers. I think it works very well. So I put my planner stickers into it, and I can take it out every day when I'm decorating my planner and doing my planner work. So that's what I'm using it for now. It's nice and compact, so it's not wasted, but it didn't work for me. But for those of you who want to begin off with a little more less expensive option and don't have a penny bridge or a filofax or a savvy cents purse, you can start using these folders. Particularly if you're in India, it's very difficult to find a penny bridge or a filofax right now. So that's a way to do it. Alternatively, you can also use an A5 folder or a pouch. There are lots of options that you can use. The other thing, somebody was suggesting that binder clips can be used to separate the categories of money. I think you can use paper clips, and this is a quick hack, because if you have a certain amount of money that you're allotting to, I just have got the money out today. So if I'm allotting money for rent, I will use a green paper clip for rent, and then I will use a white paper clip for my electricity bill. Associate electricity with white color and my rent with green. And then for shopping, I can use a pink color clip. So I will put the money together and put a pink, which means shopping. For my for food, I'm going to use red, because it's very, very important to have groceries and food, so I can actually pin the food in red. So different colored paper clips, and this can just go into your regular wallet or into your regular purse. So there's electricity, there's shopping, there's food, and you get the general idea. So then the larger the number of paper clips, the easier it is. And this is a very quick hack for people who want to start doing the cash envelope but cannot be bothered doing cash envelope. The binder clips, I think, are too big to fit into your wallet, so I think paper clips work just as well. So that's about the cash envelope hacks and my system that's working really well for me this month. So go ahead, create your life, bring in abundance, and have a great time organizing and managing your finance. Take back the power of your life into your own hands.